out here every day, fighting this fight, struggling. Y'all the face of this entire movement.
Yes.
Everything in the news is predicated around what goes on in sanitation. It's not just sanitation, but y'all the face of this. This is District Council 33 fighting for all the public services we provide all across this city, from one end of the city to the next. Carrington just mentioned that we have yet to hear from the mayor on behalf of the two members, the two citizens of Philadelphia struck down by a drunk driver. That's appalling that had that happen. It's disgusting that happened. Absolutely playing in our face when it comes to that type of situation, that you would let personal feelings about how you feel about this get in the way of showing respect for two men and women that's out here standing for themselves. Let's be honest. We shouldn't even have to be out here. People keep reminding me, let them know that we can't afford our rent. Let them know that we got members that are living together sharing a space because they can't afford a space of their own. Let them know that while we're trying to get our credit together, we don't make enough ends to get that credit right and pay our bills and to pay these grocery rates. Eggs up 9 cents, whatever the hell the eggs are, they through the roof. Cost of living is up through the roof. Groceries overall in the last year are up 17% in Philadelphia. Just Philadelphia. It's sickening what's going on. They got scabs all over the city. Absolutely. Got scabs all over the city doing the work that y'all do, but they tell you they can't pay you a livable wage, but they can pay contractors top dollar. She's putting this housing initiative as part of this CBA. Y'all not slow. There's never been any housing initiative as part of a CBA agreement. Not ever. And firstly, most of y'all can't afford to live in them houses that they're talking about getting. Y'all can't afford to you can't afford to upkeep them houses. You gotta have a whole program designed to help get you in. How you gonna maintain it? How you gonna be able to do that? You can't. In most of the areas that they building them houses, don't nobody want to live in. So we don't want her option. Pay us enough money so we have our own option. We decide where we want to live at. Won't provide a residency waiver. Police got it. Fire got it. Our own members in corrections have it. PPA got it. But it's not good enough for our members. Now, truth be told, we're just looking for the ability to have options that grown men and women that serve this city every day proudly. Because most of us won't be able to live outside the city because we don't make enough money to do it. But why shouldn't you have the option to do so? You're providing a service. In our proposal, we said 10 years. 10 years. And then allow our members to be able to live outside the city. Currently, for anybody eligible for it, it's 5 years. And if you're just now coming to corrections, you have a residency waiver as soon as you start with the city. As soon as you start. Until they get to 80% capacity, they're hiring that too. So this is about y'all. This is a personal thing going on with me and her. I ain't got nothing to do with this. My job is to advocate and fight for y'all. That's right. That's all I'm here for. Every day, I keep people calling me and telling me about their hardships and their situations. And I'm thinking, why we got to go through that in the 6th largest city in the country? How? When the mayor's cabinet is the largest in the history of Philadelphia. Average salaries of $135,000. Talk about it. But they the ones making decisions on folks that's making $40,000. How that make sense? Share it with us. It don't. It makes no damn sense that you all, how can you say you pro-labor, pro-union, pro-worker, pro-Philadelphia? You are Philadelphia. From every neighborhood across this city. And y'all serve this city proudly. Most of y'all work in this city because you know you are serving your family, your friends, and your neighbors. Otherwise, you take your talents to go elsewhere. But we love the city we represent. We love the city we work for. And all we want to do is be able to live inside the city comfortably. But as VP Little said, we got members that are eligible for public services, and some of our members are the ones providing the public services. There's something wrong with that.
Yes, it is.
That's what this fight is about. Staying out here, standing strong. We thought we didn't have no allies, but it's community groups all over the place. We got other unions, Teamsters out there standing strong with us. We got the AFL-CIO standing strong with us. We got the big homie right here. So now it's standing strong with it. 1.3. That's a hell of a squad. Well, we're going to stand out here every day. We're going to be out here every day.
Be out here.
Remember, they didn't think we was going on strike.
No.
They didn't think we were going to get past day 1.
Right.
Day 2.
Right.
Day 3.
Right.
Day 4.
Right.
Day 5.
Right.
Day 6. Today is day 7. And we out here still standing, still strong. Everybody working together. Water, sanitation, streets, airport, crossing guards, all of our members standing in solidarity together, standing up for what we know is just trying to advocate and fight for a livable wage inside of this city. There's nothing more righteous than that. Nothing more righteous. We got people all over the country watching what's going on here in Philly. What we gonna show them? We can show them better than we can tell them.
Right.
So that's what we gonna do. That's how we do in Philly. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you. We won a contract? Yeah! There you go. DC 33. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, Fred, you don't talk about that Uncle Jimmy no more, do you?
You're watching Live Impact News on WCNC Plus. I'm Nick Sturdom. You saw that impassioned speech there as the AFSCME District Council 33 is on strike, impacting many of the city of Philadelphia's services, including 911 dispatch, trash removal, water, and more. So it looks like they're actually speaking into the mic. We were going to go away from this. Let's take a listen in.
Okay, so firstly, last time we met with the city, the last time we met with the city, we furnished them with a proposal from us, and we were fully prepared to sit down and go over our proposal. But the city had a counter proposal already ready before we had the opportunity to sit and go through our proposal. And then the proposal that they came back with was the exact same proposal that they had given us the last time we had sat down. Verbatim, line for line. And so now what it seems like is the city is asking us to bid and fight against ourselves. So we'll be sitting down tomorrow. We're still working out the time. But we absolutely intend to be able to sit down and negotiate in good faith. I wish the city would come to the table and do the exact same thing. Unfortunately, they're not doing it. And quite honestly, again, some of their conduct has been deplorable as far as I'm concerned. The mayor not coming out and addressing the situation that we had with 2 of our members that were struck down is disgusting. And that, she should be ashamed of herself for not doing so. But our men and women, again, provide the services that provide everybody inside the city of Philadelphia some type of quality of life. We just want to be able to have the same type of quality of life ourselves.
Where are you at right now? You were going from 8% plateau now to 5%. Where are you at?
We are still in that neighborhood. I would rather not disclose it because the city has not received our counter proposal yet. But once they do, we'll be absolutely happy to talk about that.
Was it the same county around 5%?
We've come around to make it make sense for them.
Okay, and how about them? What's the latest offer?
The latest offer they gave was the exact same offer they've given us.
So nothing has changed?
Nothing has changed with the city's offer.
Mr. Saunders, what are your thoughts on Mayor Parker?
You'll be talking about the same proposal that you were ready to present on Saturday.
Different. It's been adjusted. Yes.
What are your thoughts on Mayor Parker?
I have not talked to her. That's the job that Council 33 and its leadership need to talk to her. She needs to talk to us and treat us with respect and dignity. But I just wanted to be clear coming up here that this is now not only a Philadelphia problem. This is a problem that people are looking at and noticing not only in Philadelphia but across the country. And what's fair is fair and what's right is right. And these are the everyday heroes, I stated this before, who provide essential public services to the citizens of Philadelphia. They need to be treated with respect and dignity. A hard day's work should amount to some good pay and good benefits. And that's what we're fighting for. That's not what we are going to give that up. If people think we're just going to walk away and this is over with, that ain't happening. We're here and we're making a statement, and we will get what our members need come hell or high water.
Are you encouraging DC 47 to join the strike?
Pardon me?
Are you encouraging DC 47 to join the strike?
DC 47 has their own process, and I'll be talking with them as well.
Okay, so talks continue with City tomorrow, you said?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, can I ask you a question about that? Because literally, her team just said, Williams just said, they haven't received anything from the union, but they're willing to sit down with you. They literally just said that.
I don't dislike him, but he's just coming to this process with us, you know.
Can you respond to that? Because you just said, I mean, they literally just said they haven't heard anything from you.
Well, the problem is that when you close your ears, you don't hear anything, you know. And so if they would open their ears and be willing to actually listen to what's being said, then you might actually be able to absorb some things, you know, and get some knowledge in your head about what exactly we're talking about. What we're talking about is these men and women who, many of them, are just the working poor living inside of this city. And if the city administration can't understand that, then how the hell do they ever expect to serve all of Philadelphia when we're one of the poorest, largest cities in the country?
Have you determined how far apart?
More specific on the city's latest offer to you guys.
The city's latest offer was received as a counter proposal when we were trying to give them our counter proposal on Saturday. Their proposal was exactly the same as it was the previous time we sat down with them. Line for line, verbatim, the exact same thing. They made no movement. They're not negotiating in good faith at all. We're in the process of filing an unfair labor practice against them because they're not coming to the table and being honorable. They are offering exactly the same as what they've been doing. Now, we've modified our adjustment, trying to actually meet with them in good faith and have some conversation, but it's hard to have a conversation when somebody wants to drop a piece of paper in front of you and then walk out of the room for 4 hours at a time. And that's what's been going on, unfortunately. We need to sit down and have some true dialogue and, you know, get people out of their feelings, because things will be said at a negotiating table, and people need to understand it and understand the situation for what it is and get past it. And let's sit down and try to make some meaningful progress so these men and women who provide all the services across Philadelphia can get back to doing what they do best. It's serving Philly.
Yeah.
Same number, 2.75, 3 and 3 is what they came back with.
Greg, do you think Parker needs to be at the negotiating table too, herself?
Well, she told me the night we went on strike she was coming over and didn't come. So,
Has she been there at all?
no.
President Bullard, it's been a week now, like you noted, so folks are going to start missing paychecks. How long can the strike go on? Is the strike fund have enough?
Our resolve is strong. Our resolve is strong. Our feet are planted. My men and women are out here busting that hump, standing strong. This is the mean green machine. We don't move easy.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes to get it done, we doing it.
You still money to pay mechanism?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How far apart are you in terms of money? We did the numbers. It came out. It's about $82 million between the two offers that were mentioned on Saturday. Does that sound about right?
It's probably about right.
Okay, so you guys aren't certain as to how far apart the sides are in terms of the
I would have to see whatever they're potentially willing to offer the next round. Again, they've been standing pat from where they are for the last two proposals. So, as far as I'm concerned, they're truly not negotiating in good faith. That's not a play where you negotiate and try to figure out how you can meet in the middle of something. That's not what's going on, unfortunately. We're there every time we present our proposals. We want to go through them line by line and discuss any criticism and critiques or suggestions they may have, so we can meet in the middle and get this job done.
Anything regarding the residency requirements?
I should ask the mayor. She's the one that don't want to talk about it. You know, if the members of the police department have it, and the members of the fire department have it, and the Philadelphia Parking Authority, and our own members inside of District Council 33 and local 159 correctional officers have it, why is that not good enough for our men and women? The reality is the mass of our people cannot afford to live outside the city. But you're grown. You have provided a vital service to the city, and that should come with some latitude to decide where it's best for you and your family to rest their heads at. And that's not being offered as an option to our men and women.